Hello everyone, I'm Tessellating Hexagons. This is Ripened Tingle's balloon trip of love. And in the last episode we fell into a book, met a strange old couple, faffed about with a hammer that apparently was the wrong thing, and we were ultimately given a key. And as I sort of teed up last time, we're going to be seeing a lot of screens where we need to poke around and do stuff. And what you can do is tap on a thing that you want to interact with, and then use an item with it. Alternatively, you can do a sort of leading with the item approach. You can open your item inventory, tap on the item that you want to use, tap on it again, and then tap on where you want it to interact with. So let's use the key on the toolbox. And finally achieve our dreams, which are clearly contained within. The shape doesn't match, what do you mean it won't fit? Looks like it can't be opened with this key. Mystery acquired noise. Which begs the question, what do we do with this key? But I think the last episode was a good microcosm of the game as a whole, where our ultimate objective is to get to the Emerald City to attend the dance party and dance with the lovely princess, which might or might not be the girl in this poster. But it's sort of a journey of 1,000 miles syndrome. In order to reach our grand goal, we're going to need to not only achieve smaller goals, but define those smaller goals in the first place. But before we get ahead of ourselves, hey yo Grampa, you gave us a key that doesn't keyily. What is your damage? Can I show you the key and tell you that I object to this key?
The key didn't fit? Then where have I left the toolbox key? Let's see. I fed Cuckoo in the morning.
DJ Cuckoo in the morning, 97.1.
Other than that, I've done nothing but wait for you to wake up.
Wow, what an exciting life you lead. Chapter 2, Grandpa's Thing. This is sort of an introduction to, we're still on page 1. Think of that as world 1. Off the top of my head, I think there are 14 overall, and each page is divvied up into chapters. Think of those as medium-tier objectives in between the small objectives of the moment-by-moment find a thing that I was just saying, and the grand objective of reaching the next page and ultimately the final page and, you know, having our little happy ending. So, Punky Brewster the Rockstar Chicken. Can I take your prize? It's the chicken's nest. You can see something sparkling in the nest. Looks like a key. Take it.
Yes?
No. Chicken says no. You cannot. Well, that's rather rude. The chicken interferes. I love that sentence. The chicken interferes. You can't take... That's not even me criticizing the translation. I just love the tone of that. Fine. Well, we can have a bit of a poke around elsewhere, because what else do you do in a point-and-click adventure if not poke around a little bit? Lovely. We've yet to see anything to actually use our rupees on, but nevertheless, rest assured, it is worth your while to poke around and... It's so interesting that it's uninteresting that it's interesting. It's worth your while to poke around and just get money. We will need it eventually. It won't. It's going to be a long time until we definitively need it, but we will. When we need it, we will need it hardcore. Anyway, it's some kind of installation. Question mark. Looks like you can flip the red lever. Please do that. It looks like an automatic chicken feeder. So let's automatically feed the chicken. Good. Now that you're the chicken interferes with the tray. Good, I'm going to take the mystery prize and be on my merry little way. There's something in there. Yes, why would I tap on it if not to take it? Now, I say this. Keep in mind that, you know, the game does give you this option. Mayhaps there will be a time later where there is something and we would choose to not take it. Who knows? Chicken Angie. Expect a lot of this type of physical comedy.
My goodness. Tingle, are you all right?
No.
I see. So Cuckoo had the key. It's not a crow, that silly chicken.
Slowly turning into Duck from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. For a moment, I thought that was going to be like a sick EDM beat in the background music, but no, that was just Tingle shuffling up the stairs. At this point, we're just forced to accept that our fresh, spicy new identity is just Tingle. Anyway, we have a key. It looks like a key. Let's use the key. A key. A-Q-U-I, acute accent on the I. It's Spanish for here. Huzzah! We have found Grandpa's thing. It's a screwdriver. I suppose you could... No, not finishing that thought. So, it might be useful. We could leave it behind. But what if I didn't? Tingle seems thrilled at this prospect. Can we take the empty box? No, but I'll close it behind us just as a little act of courtesy. And, well... we got what we came for, so let's leave our home? We're a long way from where we entered this world. Well, this is where we arrived when we entered this world, but we're in another world, that's to be sure. So, Mr. Potato Man, you're always my favourite. Here's a thing. Is this the thing you thunk?
Oh, that's it. I knew I could count on you. Well then, I'd like you to do something, Tingle.
Yes, we'd all like Tingle to do something.
Take a look at this jug.
That was completely off-key.
This machine is needed for your trip to the city.
A balloon trip?
I made it myself. It's in rather bad shape.
Okay, so you're not exactly on your own side here.
I want you to use that thing on the machine. The thing. Got it. Go and check the machine and use, with a capital U, the thing. Chapter 3. Move, Mystery Machine.
The chapter breaks are a little bit arbitrary, but it's fine. Okay, then. As I recall, this is really rather satisfying. Look at all these pumply pimples that are pingling. Let's use the screwdriver to screw in the screw. It's like, never leave an unplugged plug unplugged, which is horrible advice, brought to you by the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy. It's been a very long time since I've last seen that program, and I remember enjoying it. But yes, I find this satisfying, and I'm aware that I shouldn't, because it's just... Hey, we got the noise. It's a bunch of modular pieces that are slightly jiggling.
I'm amazed at how well you handle that screwdriver. Screw in the other ones like that too, thanks.
You have very strange expectations of me, sir. I'm fairly sure the objective here is just look at the screws that are obviously out of place and screw them in. But just, we have all these modular jiggling parts, and we're making them not jiggle in a way that makes them feel fixed. I don't have an official diagnosis of neurodivergence, but I feel like being satisfied by this might qualify me somewhere on that spectrum. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert in the field, and in fact, I did once see a psychologist who I told them, like, hey, I think I have this wrong with me, and she said, nuh-uh, and I'm like, the fuck you mean, nuh-uh? So, that was a time.
Tingle, you are the prince of screwdriving.
Sure, I'll take that. I'll take that and run with it. And now let's reach up over and beyond round the back and do our last bout of screwing drives. I'm thinking of, like, the choreography of Kaboom by VB Gang, where the song goes crazy at the end and the two people in motorcycle helmets start humping the floor, but on the driveway of a private establishment house place? Or a house, for short. Which reminds me of a time on Duolingo where there was a phrase in French, and it used about 3 times as many words as was strictly necessary, where I think what was actually being said was, what is happening, and the literal translation was, what is it that is that which is occurring to have occurred? Something like that. I don't know. French uses words in a very poetic way, and I'm not belittling them for it. Anyway, we have fixed your curious tubes.
Oh! Well done, Tingle! No more steam is escaping.
What do you need the steam for?
You don't look like it, but you're pretty handy. Well then, help me with this one too. It's been bothering me for long enough.
It's been making you all tanned and potatoey.
It's a little more complicated. Well, It's nothing to worry about.
So is it complicated or not?
Just use the thing on it. You'll be able to go to the dance party soon.
I should certainly hope so. Look at this gadgetry and gizmology, and what have we here?
Just take a look. It's in a book. We don't have Reading Rainbow in this country. I don't know why I know this reference. When the machine is on, they get shaken loose. Carefully check which ones loosen up and screw them in tightly.
It's a mini-game.
The difference between this and fixing the pipes is you have to tighten the screws that come loose and screw them back in without making a mistake. Be careful not to take too long, or a screw will blow off.
Sir?
And then you'll have to start over.
The worst thing a gamer can hope for. Having to play more game.
Well, I've said quite enough. You'll get it once you try it out. You have your screwdriver ready. I'm going to start up the machine.
Yes, okay, let's play the guitar to say yes. So this'll be fun. You're spinning. Just sort of see the ones that are spinning, tap and hold, and sort of... Oh, I had a feeling it'd be a bit more demanding than that, but yeah, just look for the ones that are spinning, and you can't over-tighten the ones that need to be tightened.
All right, Tingle, you're pretty good at this. But it's not over yet. It'll start shaking more from here on. That means that more screws will come loose. Focus your mind and screw them in. Here they come.
It's sort of like again, a thesis statement of the game as a whole. Our objective is to keep our eyes on things that are needing attention and screwing them accordingly. You're spinning, you need to not spin.
Good, good. It's going well, Tingle. But it's still too early to celebrate. Every single step you make, stop the world for a moment. Nothing can stop you now. The shaking will get even harder now.
And I will say that previous round, it was difficult for me to spot the one in the bottom left corner because of how I'm holding the DS. Fat thumb moment.
This is the last spot, sir?
Once again, microcosm thesis statement. Hello, everyone. I'm microcosm thesis statement of the whole game. We need to, well, there isn't a lot of micromanaging, but we will need to keep our wits about ourselves in order to successfully screw. Yeah. The reason why I have this notion on my mind is the last game that I Let's Played before this was Bug Fables, and I sort of observed how within that there's something to be said for early game events foreshadowing later game events. Early in the game, in Chapter 2, you're doing the eating competition against Zasp, who is a wasp who is not true to his nature, who tries to seize power by eating, which seems to go well, but ultimately backfires when he gets a stomach cramp, and then later on, spoilers, the Wasp King, whose real name is Hoax, he's a wasp mimic fly and not even a real wasp, attempts to eat the everlasting sapling, and it seems to go well, but it's ultimately his downfall. So maybe we're seeing something similar here, maybe, who knows? Ooh!
It stopped shaking. Good work, Tingle.
All it needed was a nice tight screw.
Now we can finally send you off to the party.
And how is this super magnetic Neo level select hair salon chair going to do that, pray tell? I'm sorry, are you the Cornstalker?
Grandma, come here. Everything's ready. Grandma, you sort of look like candy corn, but completely the wrong colour.
Vegan candy corn, where the middle stripe is green. I shouldn't know what candy corn looks like. I've tried it once, and I think that it's underrated and overhated.
Look, everything is ready to go.
We're handy. We're good at a good screw.
Oh my, yes, good job. Tingle, you did good too.
Well, yes, I did 90% of the, well, I'd say 90% of the work. You actually built whatever this thing is, but we put the cherries on top. We're the cinnamon. We're making our own hearts skip a little bit like rapapapamba, rapapapamba. We know how to spin all of the boys. How about you say goodbye to your grandma, you know, like in the book that we saw an advert for in the last episode. Well, bye.
Tingle, Grandma is very happy. Go and have lots of fun in the city, okay? Oh, that's right. Please give me back the key I gave you earlier.
No. Okay, fine.
This is goodbye, then. Say goodbye to Grandpa, too.
I didn't even get to say goodbye to Grandpa 1. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Tingle! Most people leave their home at a younger age. Oh, don't worry about it. Age is less important for us men.
Whoa! Heavy, accurate, sad. And I say this, I'm saying this on behalf of, like, I apologize to all women that society has ended up in such a way that this statement is true. I feel guilty for the male privilege that I enjoy. Man's got a point. Ah!
I'm sure you'll be able to find a good partner. And there will be more expectations placed upon her at age 18 than there are at you at age 35.
Wow.
A woman worth her salt understands very well that a good man is about more than just his looks.
Little bit rude. I mean, true, but I mean, like, what she's saying is nice, it's just a bit backhanded.
Well then, Tingle. When you're ready, go and sit in the chair.
I want to take the key with me though, but hey, we've got a marble and a screw and a bottle and also a tin can on a stick. Also, we never actually looked inside here, so, yeah, we sure have got pages and such. Also, who knows what this represents? Don't worry about it. Right then, shall we take a seat? Chair is in front of the machine, the log is in the bin. I do love Tingle's no animation, but no, let's play the guitar and go with yes. So, how is this gonna work? Sir? Madam? Smadam?
Let's hope it goes well, right, Grandpa? Oh, and it's not much, but take this.
100 money.
What else? That's right. Have a safe journey. Tingle, go and do your best.
Which reminds me of the Dutch phrase, do your best and God does the rest, or something like that. I don't know, it's cute that it rhymes. I don't mean to sound patronising in saying that.
Go and knock 'em dead, all those pretty girls.
I'm sure you'll be popular with them.
Oh. So, how's this gonna work? We're descending into the bowels of the earth. I don't think this is the way to the city somehow. Can I please come back up? I want uppies. Everything's red and scary. Oh! That appears to be a cannon. I retract my previous statement regarding uppies. Sir?
Well, that went about as well as could be expected.
Cheers. Page cleared. We have escaped page 1. When you woke up suddenly on a strange farm, the old folks sent you on your way to the city. Shoot, dude, they sure did. So, where do we go from here? But page 2. I have several questions, chief among which being, what? So, dropped something? Some items go missing when you leave a page, heads up. Yeah, each page is kind of its own self-contained world, very little carryover from one to the next. What's that? We just don't know. Dung-clouded sky, page 2, chapter 1. Oof. What are you? Literally, what am I looking at? A strange animal with a drooping nose. Thanks. So, as you can see, we kept the notebook, we kept the thing, and we kept the bottle, but very little else. So, I have been, and will continue to be, Tessellating Hexagons, and in the next episode, we'll explore page 2. See you then for that. Good day. I am Pig.